Hey everybody, welcome back to Legend of the Five Rings. The last time on L5R Warrior's Path, our party wandered into this mountain cave through which they had fallen in a waterfall into a pool, and they wandered.
Pulled in and sucked through a
You were
waterfall.
wandering around looking for it. Don't act like you weren't looking for this trouble.
We were looking for the trouble, but we didn't wander in.
I'm here of my own choice.
You and this strange dragon appeared. So they wandered.
Two strange dragon appeared.
They wandered into the dojo of Miramoto Hiroto, the Mad Dragon. At which point they had to undergo 3 of his challenges before he finally challenged them to a combat. We left off with that challenge in itself. We've rolled initiative off camera, and in order we have Kitsuki Dairen. And then we've got Utaku, Kateo, Isawa, Irie, Miramoto, Diphthong, and then Hiroto. So, jumping right back into the action, Kitsuki, you don't even know these people. What do you want to do?
Well, I did take the first one and pass somehow, basically, or did he just give it in a different order to me?
He gave him in a different order to you.
Okay. I will, sure, I'll test my blade versus this man.
Okay.
Who so brazenly shot me with an arrow.
Sure. Now, did you have your weapon out?
Probably not.
So drawing and readying a weapon is an action.
Alright.
Now, if you're in Water Ring,
No.
then you can do that for free.
I'm in Earth. Or
Okay.
Fire, sorry.
Excellent. So you draw and ready your weapon,
Yes.
which is what?
Jian, which is the, duelist, a Chinese sword instead of...
Kind of like a short sword?
It's the two-bladed sword, Weeping Tiger, Hidden
Okay,
Dragon, that
yeah.
basically.
Okay. Excellent. So you draw and ready your weapon.
It's
Next
the
step.
traditionalist soldier weapon instead of the katana.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Utaku, what do you do? What ring are you in, first off?
I'm in water.
You're in water. Excellent. So you can draw your weapon.
Well, it's okay because I'm going to do Niyajatsu cut,
Okay.
crossing blade.
Excellent.
So I'm going to draw that weapon regardless, and to attack him.
Okay. So read for us what that technique does, because that's
as
a
an
new kata for you.
As an attack and movement action using one sheathed razor edge weapon, you may make a target number 2 martial arts melee check, targeting one character at range 1 to 2.
Okay.
Effects: you draw and ready the sheathed weapon in a one-handed grip. If you succeed, deal physical damage to the target equal to the weapon's deadliness plus your bonus successes.
Excellent. And are you two-handing it or one-handed?
It says one-handed grip
Okay.
because...
Oh, right.
I'll keep that one. Okay. So I succeed
Okay.
with it. Take 2 strife. Which is gonna hurt here later.
How many successes did you get?
2, so it's not gonna be any bonus, so it's gonna be 4 deadliness.
Okay.
But I also have 2 opportunity,
Okay.
so I can force a crit.
Okay.
Right? Or you can use that to raise deadliness.
It's
or
either
is it
or.
razor edge?
It's with Razor Edge. You can raise deadliness when you do a crit.
Okay, got it. So then, just make it a crit if that
Okay.
matters.
So you approach him, and of course he defends wildly. You bring this katana up toward him, and he raises, like he's still twirling the sai. And as you strike up, he pops them into his fists and tries to catch your katana in the prongs of his weapons. And you deftly slide your katana through those prongs, and you would catch him on the cheek, except that your katana just kind of goes through him.
Yeah, I know. Stupid ghosts. And then I will calming breath.
Okay, excellent. Next up is Isawa. Now, Isawa, you're still underneath a pillar. So what you and I talked in between sessions here, and what I said you could do is if you wanted to get out from under the pillar without using your action to do it and having to make another fitness roll, you could just take 6 fatigue. And that would be enough for you to essentially defend the attack, quote unquote.
So basically just rolling it off his
Yeah.
back.
Exactly. Which I think is appropriate for you holding up a giant pillar for this long.
Yeah. Well, let's see. What is the? So are we still like near the water, or is the water right there? Or
No,
what's-
you guys went through a tunnel to get to this
Okay.
room.
All right. So I think what I'll do is I will go ahead and attempt to. I'm gonna try and shift out from underneath it. I don't. It's not from a.
Okay.
I will specifically take my action to try and get out from
Okay,
underneath.
so
this
you're
thing.
gonna guard your fatigue a little bit.
Correct.
Okay. So
'Cause I
what
got a
ring are
feeling
you
it's
in?
going to become. It's air right now.
You're in air. So when we initially did this particular challenge, it was the target would have been 5 for air.
Okay.
So I will lower that down to 3 because you're getting out from under it. You're not catching a surprise pillar.
Still not good.
Still not great.
We'll see if Isawa becomes a squished Isawa.
Isawa pancake.
Sour cakes. Come to a house of pancake and eat the sour cakes.
And you said the terrain is dangerous?
It is dangerous.
Okay.
So your strife is going to be fatigue.
Yeah.
It was basically with that like kind of increase of that negative Maho energy.
Does it change it to fatigue?
No, you
Okay.
take both.
Yeah. Okay. That was important, so I made sure I had the right count.
Yeah.
Because then I caught me crap.
1 success, 2 opportunity, and a strife.
Ouch.
Yep.
Okay. So you do get out from under it because that's what you were attempting to do. You'll take 4 fatigue plus the 1 strife and then 1 fatigue because you're taking strife.
So that's 5 fatigue.
5 fatigue and 1 strife. And then what do you want to do with that opportunity? So you still almost took 6 fatigue.
Yeah.
But it's 1 less.
But it was
that's,
1 less.
That's important. He
That may
saved
make
that
that
one.
may make a whole list of difference there. I'm thinking that
So you're in air, right?
I'm in air.
So that's the card you're holding is the water card.
Where am I at? Thank you for catching that.
Yep.
Because that would have been much better.
I know.
We're so
That's why I
happy
caught
with
it. If you were holding the void card, I'd been like, take it, whatever. Here's all the information you want.
All right. With the 2 opportunity, I am moving back to range man 3 from him.
Okay. So I don't know that this room is that big, but you can definitely get to range 2 from him.
All right, that's fine.
Now, if you want to run back down the tunnel, you can get to range 3.
Then I'll use my other opportunity in order to be able to get one of my composure.
Okay, sounds
that
good.
was previously there.
Excellent.
So now, if you have opportunity in your roll, you can remove your strife. Do you still take fatigue
Yes.
from the strife?
Yes, because you're not like canceling the strife,
That's
you're
that.
healing strife after the fact.
Okay.
Yes. All right, next up is going to be Miramoto. Mr. Diphthong, what do you want to do?
I will plant my feet,
Excellent.
and my body will start turning red and light up the room.
Okay.
And I will say, "Come, I'm ready for your challenge."
So before your body lights up, roll me that theology
Oh,
check.
yes.
Ooh.
Well, I was successful.
You got some explosives there. You want to pop those in?
Oh, that's more strife, though.
It
Isn't
is
You don't
more
have to.
strife if you choose to keep that.
Right, but if I get the burst effect, but I'm already pretty wounded. But I got two bonus successes. So I'd have to hit 5 to get the bonus successes.
Mm-hmm. So it's a target number 2 or 3 check normally.
It's a target number 3.
And you need how many bonus successes?
2.
So you have right now in your roll
One, the
1,
strife.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right, so I don't need to take all that. So
You don't need to take this explosive that you just rolled.
no. Okay. There we go.
So 5, and that'll be 2 strife and 2 fatigue. And what happens on the burst effect? And please, dear Lord, don't make us read the book again.
It doesn't do anything until you attack me.
Okay, and then it like burns up his weapons.
Well, it burns up his weapons, and he takes supernatural damage.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So Hiroto then is going to maintain focus on Utaku, who swung at him with her sword. He's not going to approach the man on fire or the other man who was on fire. So he is going to come at you with both of his sai in hand. And he is rolling in the old earth ring.
I'm giving him 2 strife, though.
You're giving him 2 strife.
Yes.
Okay, he got 1, 2, 3, 4.
That doesn't hit.
With an explosive 5. He hits you for 5, which is going to be 7 fatigue.
Okay. -1.
Minus 1, 4.
Ceremonial close.
Okay.
You're in ceremonial, not traveling? Traveling's too.
I didn't have those.
Okay, fair enough.
Didn't you like went to a shop and traded in a big medallion
maybe.
to get stuff? I would imagine you would
I
get traveling clothes.
Told me that one
We're
thing
out of those. We've
was
got
only for
ceremonial
climbing
clothes.
gear.
Wouldn't we all
that's
be wearing
right.
traveling clothes?
Well,
This is where we blame the GM.
really,
Yeah.
really,
I said I'm in
He's-
Ashikaru, alright?
he's wearing whatever he jumped through the dreamland in. All right, cool. So so you take 7 fatigue. Does that put you over?
Minus, no.
6.
It's 8
It's
minus
6.
your 1.
Yeah. Oh. No.
Yes.
Add it.
What?
He's
Oh.
at the number.
Oh, you're at fatigue.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Excellent. And that is going to be his turn. We're back up to Katsuki.
Alright, I'm gonna strike him in fire again. As he's
Okay.
slightly,
Distracted.
yeah. 2.
So he comes around just as you're rolling. I'm going to go ahead and describe the scene. He kind of takes that hit to his cheek as you had slung your katana through, and then Isawa rolls out from under the boulder, and Miyamoto catches himself on fire again. Just one more time.
I should just stay in that.
And he
stance.
kind of, in almost a dance, he kind of moves around you, and you're kind of like blocking where you can, but it's more of a dodge than it is a block for you. So you take quite a bit of fatigue as he just kind of dances circles around you, getting really close to you where the katana is almost not going to be as effective.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit him for. This is.
Each strife counts as a success, remember, for your
Yeah.
fire ring.
So 4. 4. It's 2, and then yeah.
Yep, 2, and then
So
plus
6
those.
is regular damage, and then I will. You can only do the inflict 2 strife once for fire.
No, you can spend your opportunities to do that.
Okay, then 4 strife.
Okay. Excellent. Down to Utaku. What's next? So first off, are you changing your ring?
No.
So you're staying in water.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what do you want to do?
I'm trying to think because, like, I literally can't harm him. I guess is how you just described
Well,
it.
I said the katana is now you have a free movement during your turn.
You have a luck as
and this isn't D&D. There's no There's no attacks of opportunity. You also do have another sword.
Because you can just draw the Wakizashi with your Ayajitsu. Probably.
I could have drawn it, yeah.
No, I mean, do
No,
that
I mean-
right now. Because it's a razor edge weapon
Yeah.
also.
It is a razor edge
Yeah.
weapon, and you can move, kind of do like a sweeping
I was
motion around
meaning
them.
if the normal weapon didn't work. You had described to me
Yeah.
that it basically is
He's trying to
ineffective.
keep you in
There's
close.
there's a range. Yes.
Okay.
He's trying to keep you in close. The katana is effective at range 1. It's not effective at range 0.
Gotcha. Alright, then I'll try. I will.
Yeah, you can back
Do
up
it
and
again.
swing at him. Or you can do the Iaijutsu cut with your Wakizashi.
I'll do the Jutsu cut.
Okay.
No, I can't keep you. Get out of here. Yeah, I'll keep calm. Ah.
Now you are in water, so each of your opportunities can be spent to heal 2 strife from yourself.
Well, that's not the scary thing. It's the fatigue.
No, I know.
But I'll calming breath.
Sure. Okay, so
Now,
Now-
I'll have 2 bonus successes.
now if you keep that strife, you're going to fatigue out before you can calming breath.
Oh, because I'll lose that.
You'll
I'll
lose it
that
before
bonus
you can
action.
take the action.
Can I calming breath?
You can
before?
calming breath before, yes.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
Slash.
Yeah. So like as he's doing this kind of dance around you, you're dodging, and then you take as he kind of slows down, you almost plant your back foot and you take a deep breath, and then you reach down and grab the Wakizashi and
Cut
come
up,
out.
and
with
I'll use that movement to actually move back.
it. Okay.
like, move.
So you kind of like slash and jump backwards.
Like
Excellent.
so it's gonna be.
So how many successes?
It's gonna be 6.
6
for damage.
successes? Oh, 6
It's
damage.
It's 2 over my bonus.
Okay.
So let me see. Give me a sec. So that'll go back up. And what can I do with 1?
So you get an action and a support action, correct?
No.
It's only
You get 1 action.
so in water
Period.
you get an
You get a
extra
free
action.
movement, but if you're in water, you can do an action that doesn't require a roll.
So what's the support action?
It's a different type of action.
Okay.
Like a lot of the shooty or support.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a weird and rough action economy. You can do 1 thing, but it is your turn. So what do you want to do, Isawa?
So he's not doing anything except defending.
He attacked
Okay.
Pretty hard.
pretty harshly. You dealt 8 damage
Yeah.
with daggers, blunted daggers.
How many torches are around us?
A lot.
Now, how many torches are around us?
Dude, I didn't write a number down. let's say 15.
Well, that's an uneven number.
16.
So which one has more?
16. Well, it's got to be uneven because it alternates every color. And it didn't end on green and green, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Oh, I thought it
I'm
was
not
one
sure,
side
right?
and then the
No,
other.
yeah, no, it was alternating like green, yellow, green, yellow. I know I was pointing like this when I was doing it, so I did it wrong. But the podcast didn't know that until you guys just said something.
Okay.
Thanks.
So
See?
I can close and attack, correct?
You can what?
I can close distance and attack.
Yes,
attack
you
as
can.
well.
Yeah, you do get a free movement.
Okay. So thematically, the way I'm kind of saying this is because the way I pushed that pillar off, it's just kind of jumping up over it and lunging down on him with the katana.
Okay. Sounds good. Make
So-
that martial arts melee roll.
This is fire. This is fire stance.
Yep.
So this could go bad.
It's going to go bad.
It hasn't gone bad for me. I only took 1 from
Um,
it. It's a little.
Yeah, but I know Mike's dice.
So it's one way or the other.
What's my target?
Target's always 2 for the melee check.
Okay. And every strife is a fatigue, right?
Every strife is a fatigue.
Okay, then I will take the 1
And it's also a strife.
So that's going to put me at 6. And just because of the explosive, let me just see if I'm going to use it. I'm not going to use it. I did get the 2,
Okay.
so I do strike with the katana.
Excellent.
I do have an opportunity, which after successful attack, he has to take a target number 3 fitness. What stance is he in?
Oh, he's an earth.
Then it's a target number 3 fitness, or he'll suffer the burning condition.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. He got it.
Okay. He still takes the katana strike, and it's pure supernatural. So that would be a 4 damage.
Oh, is it 4?
All right. He takes a big 4. Miramoto, it's your turn, and you see a big opening. He's not out of breath because he doesn't breathe. But you see, like, he's kind of terrified of the katana that Isawa is wielding. He's very focused, very honed in on that. Is it you that has the obsidian-laced wakizashi?
No.
Or is it Isawa?
None of us have it because old boy walked out of here
No, he
with
didn't.
it.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
No,
did.
he left it intentionally.
Right. No, it was
He left
discussed, and he decided it wouldn't be right for it to go. Yes, we had this discussion.
Then
Somebody has it.
yeah, we never settled on who then because the last
Okay,
we had
so
talked.
then I will say, for narrative's sake, you feel the kind of cold steel of that pressing against your leg, just tucked into your sash, because you don't have a third sheath.
Well, this is something that we haven't discussed, but I would part with my katana when we went Ronin, and all I'm carrying is my wakizashi.
Okay.
My father's wakizashi.
Sure.
Which I won't use.
Right, but you feel, I'm saying you
So-
feel this one. The katana, which katana and wakizashi
but I
you
might
have are
replaced it.
inconsequential.
Okay, so I have this wakizashi.
You feel the cold steel of it pressing against your leg right now. Almost as if it's like come dislodged from whatever wrappings you had it in a little bit to remind you that it's there.
Okay. That would be melee to use it. Okay. And he seems distracted,
Very distracted.
very distracted. Then I'm going to pull it out because
So that is me saying he is the ghostly version of incapacitated. He's
Okay.
wide open.
okay. I'm going to pull out the wakizashi
Okay.
and I am going to step forward and strike him with it.
So almost as if, we've described several scenes in this kind of moment in this dojo as like something outside of yourselves is kind of progressing and helping. Like with Isawa reaching up and blocking this pillar, and Utaku just kind of instinctively grabbing an arrow, which is something she may have never even tried before. And as like you take the first step forward, your body is still on fire, and you see the red light of your flame spreading and almost like it's extinguishing shadows, pushing the green light of the fire from the side of the room away from you. Almost as if opening a path through the kind of negative energy smog that's been around you for you to move forward clearly. And you move forward and you lunge this dagger into his side, and it sticks. You feel it solid. He doesn't bleed, but he looks down. He sees the dagger, and he's not transparent, but sort of translucent is probably more of how you'd be described. You can see through him a little bit, enough where he can look in and he sees, and you even see now, where the obsidian veins are in this dagger. You see them glowing green as well. And you see him kind of in shock. He drops his sai to the ground, which clang as if corporeal. And one by one, the ghosts along the wall begin to kind of turn to dust in the air. And as they do, the flames and the torches turn to a more natural color. And the room itself becomes brighter, where you hadn't even noticed that it was kind of a grayish green. The colors become vibrant. You can see the different piles of armor that all look like these black and brown messes now show the insignia of crane and unicorn and dragon and crab, and the colors are vibrant and available, and you even recognize a few clan crests of people who were notable and had gone missing, perhaps, in the Dragon Mountains that maybe you had heard of in particular, Miyamoto. And all of these things kind of fizzle out, and finally the mad monk looks to you and says, you share this name Miyamoto, and it is a danger for you to share in my violence. I've been trapped here for centuries.
Of your own accord?
Initially, yes.
Because you seem to relish.
When one is stuck in a cycle of madness, one forgets who it is they were intended to be.
Do you remember now?
I once held the title Oracle of Fire. I wandered into the Shadowlands because that's what oracles do. We wander. And we wish that we could be effective, but the memory of who we were, this Hiroto. And as he's saying this, you can see, like, from his feet up, he's kind of turning to dust as well. This past didn't matter, but I hated that. When I saw what those who were free in the Shadowlands were able to do with their power, I hungered for that. I caution you against a danger such as this.
But I do not seek power. Perhaps that is definitely your downfall.
I did not
Was.
seek power. I sought personality.
But we all have personality.
An oracle does not.
We have met the Fire Oracle.
He may have been personable to you, but he doesn't have a self. He is a visage, almost an illusion of the Dragon of Fire. He only carries his ideals and message. He's not his own. No oracle is supposed to be their own. This witch that you seek, she's trying to be her own, and she's going unchecked.
She's following your path.
She is. Only she started out much darker than I did.
I see. And will you cease to exist?
I will become one with the Dragon of Fire at last. Thank you, you four, for aiding in this process. This behind me, and a large double door creaks open from years of non-use. My test was your easiest yet.
I see. Is there any advice you can give us on our quest?
And at this point, the dagger is like limp in your hand again, and you notice like he's fizzling out. Yeah. Don't piss her off. And he turns the rest of the way to dust.
That wasn't helpful at all.
Could be.
Oh, there goes my plan. So.
Yeah.
So, the two weapons that he dropped, are they still there?
Yeah.
I will pick them
So
up.
they are Jite with a damage of 4 and deadliness of 4.
Do they not really have size somewhere?
They don't. I looked.
That's a bit weird.
I have 4 books and I didn't see them anywhere.
Did you check the Mantis book? It might be in there.
They might be.
Because they have like weird.
Either way, his are specialty, regardless.
But he was part of the Miyamoto family.
Yeah.
So my goal will be to return these.
Well, by the time he kind of had these weapons and was the person he is now, he wasn't.
Okay.
He was the Oracle of Fire.
Is there anything of his that we would recognize? Miramoto or anything? Okay.
I mean, you see. I mean, there are of course bodies everywhere. If you wanted to dig through them, you could probably find his original body with that clan crest on the chain. I'd say you can probably find that pretty easily, actually, if you would like it.
Okay. Yeah. We'll
It doesn't have any particular like ability.
No, that's fine.
Digging through the dead, eh?
Huh?
I'm long dead.
Yeah.
A unicorn has a problem with that?
I think it is for the certain people to do, not us.
Yeah.
It is for the untouchables.
But I do not know how it extends to corpses of this in this state, bones. I don't know.
This level of decay.
Yeah, because they
Yeah, it's
carve
neither.
scabbards out of bone.
That's a non-important part of what
Gotcha.
we're doing.
All right, so
So the
Before-
door is
I
open.
take a calming breath before you.
Before we leave the encounter, no, at the end of the encounter, everybody's strife and fatigue goes to half of what their max is if it's over that.
It was.
I figured.
I'm just lucky I started out with
And if anybody wants to make a meditation check, I don't think that this is a thing in like the rule book, but I'll say if you want to meditate, take 10 minutes or so, kind of a short rest kind of thing, make a meditation check to see if you can heal some of that away.
So,
You may do that.
and
Sure.
will you heal one fatigue per success?
One for one successes.
And
Fatigue would be successes. Strife would be.
do we have a specific ring, or we just roll?
roll your roll? I mean, fire probably isn't as helpful in this scenario because you are trying to. I think void is probably the best because then you're ignoring the strife.
Don't we have to test because of the tainted? Because it was cursed too.
No, because what I had described with him was the parting
Removing
of
it.
the taint,
Okay.
the removal of the defilement.
Wait, which did you say was fatigue, and which was?
Success will be fatigue, and strife will be, or
And so
opportunity
the
will be
strife. Oh well, we can take strife.
Yeah, the strife was.
Yeah, but if you're rolling in void, then strife doesn't matter.
Oh, so you want us all to roll in void?
You
No,
can. No, you don't have to.
Okay,
But
okay.
if you roll in void, then you're only worried about the other two. You're only worried about success and opportunity.
So, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Everybody's done? So you now have this obsidian-laced wakizashi, and you have the two sai. And you
Yes.
have your own wakizashi. And you said you left your... I'm assuming you left your katana with... Did you leave it with Akoto Masamoro, or did you leave it in the City of the Rich
In
Frog?
the City of the Rich Frog. I
Okay.
would have given it to the care of the gentleman that we met, who the son of the governor or whatever.
I don't know that
Or
you
did I
you
didn't
didn't
meet him.
actually talk to him, but you could have left it in the care of like the innkeeper.
The little old lady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works. Okay,
'Cause I just
so
don't feel like if I'm not samurai anymore, and I've never, yeah.
why carry the decoration if I'm not
Yeah.
part of the cost? So as you guys take kind of stock of the rest of this room, noting that for the most part the weapons that are around are all broken, none of them usable at all. We're just going to go ahead and nip that one in the bud.
We're searching for treasure, you know.
Yeah. And the room, as these torches are no longer supernaturally lit, they're starting to go out eventually, and the kindling that was on them was, like I said, centuries old, so it doesn't last for very long. So I'm assuming, Isawa, that you want to light up again.
Yes. Well, actually, it doesn't go. As long as I never let go of the blade, it does not turn off.
I would say that for
Regardless
you to
of what I
make the
do.
meditation check, because you're trying to recenter yourself and stuff, you wouldn't be able to maintain focus. But it's not. It's, like I said, it's not a check for you to light it as a torch. I'm not gonna make you roll every time you want to do that. So you relight it back up, and you see this wide open door, and as you walk through it, you see it looks like a networked labyrinth of tunnels. You see, just walking out of that door, there are 6 possible exits into the rest of this cavern.
Okay, I'd like to use Lord Takashi's insight.
Excellent. And that's why I was asking you at the beginning, are you sure?
It was a waste. Oh, hi.
No, go ahead, because it's not your school ability, right? It's a
I'm grabbing a rib cage and doing
technique.
It's a
Did you
technique.
ever look up what it did, where it is?
Did you?
Yes, it gives me a clue as to how
What
to
page is
proceed.
it?
Oh, it was 223,
Second
I
from
think,
the
or
left.
something like that.
Yeah, because you should be able to.
You use it. We can use it. I can use it in every. Pretty much, we've done it every.
223. Yeah, once per game session as an
Yes,
action.
right. So not
So-
seen, but once. We've always done it just once
Yeah,
per.
once per game session.
Right.
So I will let you retcon out and say that one at the beginning didn't count
Okay. You
because
want
this
me to
is
have
what
that
I wanted you to
opportunity?
save it for.
Okay.
Unless you guys just really want to wander my labyrinth, I did create one. I just
I
didn't figure
see.
that's what you wanted to do.
We don't.
I'll communicate with
But-
Akami and find out where we're going.
Okay.
Kami Yogami. And
Oh, well, that's a better roll than your first attempt.
much better than the first attempt. Which I only need a target number 3. So, and I don't even have to
You
take
started that
any
before we
strife.
started actually recording.
So you can use
All
that
right, how'd it go?
opportunity.
But that has strife on it too.
So you're doing in void, right?
I am doing a void, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Very good. So 4 success.
So
And an
how many black
opportunity.
dice did you roll?
I rolled
Oh.
2.
So you only get to keep 2 dice, except that you
No. They're
exploded on one of them.
explosives.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay. So 4 success.
I
Excellent.
only need 3, so yeah.
So you see, as you meditate, it's not necessarily so much a meditation, but maybe a kind of aftermath of the meditation you just took. As you wander out here, and you're like, which way would I even go?
Takashi, which way should I go?
You see a light trickling of water down one tunnel.
We're looking for a pool. My last insight led me to find a pool, and he mentioned a pool. So let's follow the trail of the water.
So you quickly wander your way through these caverns, following this trail of water that moves in directions that it shouldn't. Kind of left, right, around, back up the way you came, leading you through the labyrinth of caverns and tunnels that's leading you toward this next space. As you emerge, though, into this pooled area, you see 2 things. One, the pool glows turquoise. Not just is lit, there is no light in the cave, but the pool itself, the water in it, is glowing. And to the left is an old woman leaning against the wall with no eyes, breathing heavily, trying to claw her way to her feet. And that's where we'll end the session. Thanks so much for joining us this week for Legend of the Five Rings.